Hey!
We're back. We're back for
It
wait a minute. It's been
is
like
your weekly therapy session with movies.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry we've been gone for a week and a half, guys. We're back though. We're back
he
in
was in Europe
I was in UK and Ireland, so
chasing around European trainees.
I gotta send you your stuff, man. I got you some stuff.
Oh, nice. Was
Okay.
it naked stuff?
No, it's not but stuff to right up your alley. How about that?
Right up my alley. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Mm. So, guys, we're reviewing two movies today, both horror movies. Chris got the COVID.
Well, no, my wife the COVID. I don't.
Whatever. Well,
I
don't
took a
point
test.
fingers. Just don't point fingers,
I took a
Chris.
test Tuesday. I'm fine, but we'll see how I feel on Saturday. So,
But
but,
Chris got the COVID, couldn't go to the movie theater for the second movie
mhm,
because he's a jackass like that.
I guess so.
And it's okay, dude. I've had COVID like 6 times now. I don't even remember how many times I've
But
had it.
I don't have COVID. My wife does. So
Or whatever. Anyway,
okay, yeah, same
um,
thing.
so anyway, we did two horror movies this week. One off of Shudder, so we could get the second movie in.
Mhm.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. Chris is going to be getting naked later on the podcast. He's going to do a strip tease for us. He said it's something he learned while he was in Amsterdam. I don't know what that means, but
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to another exciting episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some to Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are doing two movies that are of the horror genre. First, we are going to be talking about a Shudder original, which if you don't have Shudder or if you don't know what Shudder is a horror movie only platform.
Yeah.
It's like $3.99 a month or $4.99 a month. I can't remember.
I
It's
fucking
not.
love Shudder. I use it all
Yeah,
the time.
Shudder's great because they have the classic horror movies on there.
Mm.
They have the the Scream films, but then they actually have some shows and they have some originals like the one Spoonful of Sugar, which we are reviewing today, featuring Morgan Saylor.
The thing that is the most unfair, I think, is just that, I mean, the lawyer that the jail provided him with hasn't even come to visit him yet.
What's your relationship?
Our relationship?
How do you know him?
Well, he's my lawyer. I'm my neighbor.
So you just want to help your neighbor?
Well, I can't just sit by and watch him go to jail because he can't afford a good lawyer. I want to help.
Well, okay. It does make a big difference to the judge when someone's there in court and actually cares about the person and is vouching for him, especially if that someone looks like you.
That's from indie film White Girl.
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Oh man, 1 second. I just realized, and I was wondering why nobody was watching us, and everybody on the podcast will be able to listen to this, and it'll be hilarious. I had not a single channel except for the YouTube streaming. I was like, usually there's like 2 or 3 people on it here by this time.
The very least, yeah.
Well, I was messing with. I'm trying to come up with my own channel, which would be about pro wrestling.
Yeah, gotcha.
Some on the side, not just to take away from us at all, but I have a lot of wrestling knowledge, and I should probably share it with the world, as my wife
I
tells
think
me.
so.
But anyway,
I'm with you.
moving on. Also in this movie, featuring Kate Foster.
I think Cat Foster.
I'm sorry.
What the hell is wrong with you? My husband is lying in bed heartbroken because of your thoughtlessness. I am wearing very sexy lingerie under this robe, and the only thing he can think about is you.
How did it fit, by the way?
Oh, it's great. It's so soft. I love the colors.
I'm so glad because I was worried that you might think it was tacky.
Tacky? No, it's classy. I feel like a princess.
You're an ass.
Yeah, that's it. What's it from again?
Oh, it was the show with the guy from Everybody Hates Raymond. I can't remember.
Everybody was yeah.
I
Okay, yeah.
remember it off
Till
the top of my
Death,
head.
I think. Was it Till
Oh,
Death? I think
Till
maybe.
death. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was out
Yeah.
for like
Okay.
2 years. And then also in this movie, oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Michael Oliver,
I think it's Michael Olivier.
Olivier. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, with the other extra eye. Yeah,
Michael Olivier. I think Olivier. Yeah.
Olivier.
Okay.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah. I think so.
If I tell you something, you can't tell anyone, right? Like there's laws or rules.
Eric, you can trust me. What is it?
We did it. We killed my parents. Wait, who are you calling? You can't call the police.
I'm
You said I
calling
could
Lyle.
trust you.
Lyle, it's Dr. Oziel.
You can't tell anybody.
You need to come back home.
He'll kill me.
Yeah, that's from that Lifetime movie about the Mendez brothers, right?
Yeah, exactly. I could not find a clip of him talking for more than 5 seconds. I literally had to go find the full movie. And,
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, this is the hour and a half. Yeah.
yeah. I literally went through 30 minutes of that movie looking for a scene where he talked for more than 5 seconds.
Did you like that movie? Did you finish it? Or did you,
No, to be honest, no. I watched like another 10 minutes of it, and I was because I was finishing up everything else I was doing, and I was just like, this is not good. The Mendez Brothers Lifetime. That's a Lifetime movie, man. What are you so if you watch a Lifetime movie, you're going to know what to expect with the Lifetime movie. All right. Then the second movie is the big movie of the week. The one that everybody was talking about this past week.
Did it beat Shazam this week?
Yeah, yes, it did.
And that's crazy because it's 2 weeks in a row, and Shazam was released last week, and this beat it. Wow. Okay.
You know, it's because it was based on, this writer. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Do you know who wrote the original Scream?
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Yeah, who was it?
Yeah, Wes Craven. Gotcha, dude. Right.
Yeah. Got my Freddy Cougar shirt on, representing my Wes Craven love.
Yeah.
So Scream 6, featuring now one of the most famous. I mean, if
the It Girl,
Pedro Pascal is like literally the actor of 2023. She by far is the actress of 2023, Jenna Ortega.
Why are you three just like religious fanatics?
We're pilgrims.
Potato, potato.
We work at Pilgrim World.
It takes a special kind of stupid to devote an entire theme park to zealots responsible for mass genocide.
My dad owns Pilgrim World. Who you calling stupid?
If the buckled shoe fits.
That's from Wednesday.
From Wednesday. I mean, she was in that. She was in Scream a little bit ago. She's
X.
also good. Huh?
She was an X.
Mia Goth. She was in. I mean, like literally, one of her favorite sayings during an interview is, "For some reason, people like throwing blood at my face." Like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd watch it.
I get that.
If she and Mia Goth were in every movie I've ever seen from now on, I'd be fine with that.
I'm sure you would be, you sick bastard.
Yeah.
All right. Also in this movie, Melissa Barria.
Look, Carla, I'm not going to get into a big fight with you. I'm not going to insult you or offend you. Do you love him? No, I'm not doing this. You don't. I know you don't. You know what I hate? That you're here thinking that I'm the Maleficent of the story, that I made this happen all by myself. I didn't. No, I know. That's the part that sucks so bad. He's so fucking infected with you.
Yeah. That's where that's from.
That's from a TV show.
Okay.
It's a TV show that she did called Villa or Vita. Vita. Is the name of this. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's very popular. And now for a lady that hasn't acted in 5 years. But I am literally to get her to do this movie. someone had to call someone to call someone. They wanted her back for Scream 5, but couldn't find her because nobody had her phone number.
Wow.
And so now, and I know her from Heroes because she
Yeah.
was the cheerleader, save the
Mhm.
cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah.
And so Hayden Panettiere.
Maybe I've gained some perspective. I'm tired of trying to be someone I'm not.
Well, you've been trying to be me since 2nd grade.
And now you're trying to be me.
How do you figure?
Your little heroic act of pulling the guy out of the burning train car. It wasn't your heroic act, it was mine.
No, it wasn't.
I have it on tape. You know, a good friend of mine once said it's more important to be honest with yourself and happy than popular. I think he got it right.
That's from Heroes, like you said.
Heroes, literally one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
The first season was great. The second season was not. Is that true?
There's like 5 seasons, 4 seasons. There's a writer's strike. There's all this other stuff. I liked it to a point, and I kind of just stayed with it because I like the character so much. I'm a
Mhm.
big fan of Skyler, who was played by Spock. Gosh dang, he plays bad guys so well
Zach
too.
Levi?
Zachary, yeah. Oh gosh, I loved him in that show. Oh, I loved him to death. But anyway, and not to be forgotten, Miss Alumni herself, who's been in all 6 of the Scream movies so far. Only her and one other person, we'll talk about that later when we talk about the movie, has been in all 6 Scream movies. The one, the only, you know her as your best friend Monica, Courtney Cox.
I can't just walk away. I've put in 4 hours. But look, you knew this about me when you married me. You agreed to take me in sickness and in health. Well, this is my sickness.
What about the obsessive cleaning?
That's just good sense. Ow!
You okay?
No, honey, I'm okay. Shake it off. Oh, no shaking, no shaking, no shaking. Oh my God. I can't play.
So you forfeit?
Mike wins? I can't believe it. I lost.
No, you didn't.
What?
Because I'm going to play for you.
You can't do that.
It's okay. I don't care which of them I beat.
So that was actually, you said, I don't care. I don't care. That's actually Paul Rudd. So
That's why I kept that part in
Yeah.
there. Because we love the Paul Rudd, don't we?
we do over here. The movies don't suck and some they do. We love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, and that is the cast, some of the cast for Scream 6, which we'll
Yeah,
be
some of
reviewing.
them, yeah.
Chris, tell them where they can find us.
You'll find us online, moviesupside.net. We're a part of a podcast network called W2Mnet.com. Go to W2Mnet.com. You'll find tons of podcasts, ours there. You'll find Mark, the tons of stuff he does, and articles about movies, game, and wrestling. You can also find us at Facebook at Facebook.com/movies don't suck. Podcast or Twitter, MTS Podcast. Or Instagram, MTS Podcast. We're also on, if you guys want shirts with our logo on it, go to bonfire.com, search movies don't suck and some that do. You'll find stuff that ours in there and stuff that Neil's made. Go to Patreon.com/movies don't suck. If you guys want to send us an old-fashioned email, send this email info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck@podcast@gmail.com. And where you find podcasts, find movies that don't suck and some that do. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Chris, I got a question.
Sure.
Do you like dive bars?
I love dive bars. They're my favorite type of bars, honestly.
Do you like dive bars that have musicians that come around from the entire globe and just jam?
That's my favorite type of dive bar, honestly. So
Then you would probably really appreciate the Colony right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, the Colony is a place that has some of the most best music right here in town. It is by far the live music scene of the Tulsa area. It is a dive bar with people and good music. I mean, just the other day, Chris, I'm not going to lie to you. St. Patty's Day ended up there. A 5-piece horn set on top of the piano, the drummer, the guitar players, a 5-piece horn set with a bassoon, a clarinet, a trumpet, a French horn. Like I was just like, what am I watching right now? This is amazing. This is awesome. Now, to learn a little bit about them, they established themselves in 1958 as the Colony Inn. The Colony has been a staple of the Tulsa music community for over 60 years. Rumors, lore, and legends swirl around the air of this longtime local haunt. Depending on who you ask, Leon Russell once owned the joint, or maybe his girlfriend, or maybe it was the place across the street. George Harrison played here, definitely played here once, or maybe he worked here, or maybe that was Eric Clapton. Didn't one of them get drunk and sleep in the dumpster? Who can remember? The 70s were weird, man. But one thing is for sure, though, then and now, the Colony is one of the local musicians' haven and a place where artists hang out, jam together, and make magic happen. Not lying, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. You can come here on the shittiest Wednesday, the slowest of Sundays. There's a band jamming down at the Colony. So if you're ever through Tulsa, Oklahoma, guys, make sure to check it out. It's at 2809 South Harvard Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And if you're a band going through this area and you just want to go jam there, you can go book yourself at colonytulsa.com. There's a place called Bookings. They'll be more than happy to have you just slide on in there and have a good time with it.
I think one of my favorite musicians, Jeff Lewis from New York. I think he came when he came with his band. He played the Colony, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean,
months ago.
if you look at this, this is literally what it looks like in there. That picture is actually for my friend Jason, who pops in every now and then because that's he likes to take photos of the local artists. That's like his hobby. He has a camera that costs more than my vehicle, you know. So, but anyway, if you come through Tulsa, guys, seriously, the Colony is one of my favorite spots. If you don't see me there, I'll probably be one of 2 other spots, and that's about it.
King's one of them.
All right, before we get into movies, let's just have a 5-minute talk session about this. So Europe.
Yeah, I went to London, Dublin, and Edinburgh, and London was great. But if I had to pick my favorite, the third place I went to is definitely Edinburgh. London's really, it's great. It's it's historic, but it's so fucking crowded. Dublin was a little bit of a damper because we lost our luggage.
Yes, everybody. So you don't know this about this. Chris, from going from London to Dublin, they lost his luggage, so he had no clothes, no nothing.
Here's the thing,
no
man.
thongs, nothing.
So here's the thing. We immediately always travel light, always carry on, right? And we saw that British Airways have like a pretty strict luggage thing. So if we were to check it up at the front, it'd be 35 pounds. But if it made us check at the gate because it was too big, it'd be 85 pounds. So we're like, okay, well, we definitely don't want to pay that amount of money. And how often do people really lose their luggage? Well, it turns out we're those people that really lost our luggage. But we flew into Dublin. When we stayed overnight. The next day wore the same clothes we were wearing. Went to the to like a supermarket there, picked up clothes for a day, and toothpaste and all that stuff. And luckily we were only there for a couple days, and after we flew there, Edinburgh, our Airbnb in Edinburgh has a washer and dryer in it. So
Nice.
Every time it was good.
So if a lot of your pictures have the same clothes in them,
yeah,
dude, just go with it. Yeah, it sucks. It's the worst thing about traveling.
But honestly, we're gonna pick up post pictures soon. But Edinburgh is so fucking gorgeous, dude. It's the most beautiful city I've ever been to, and I can't wait to share pictures from all of it. But London was great. Dublin was great. We went to the Guinness storehouse. Went to the Guinness brewery there, and but we had pictures, and it was great, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If this wasn't the week of birthdays, because this is the week of birthdays for my wife's birthday, and my father-in-law came in from Louisiana this past week.
Yeah.
So we went to St. Patty's. We've been going out almost every night. We're going out tonight. As soon as I leave here, I'm meeting them down at the Hunt Club.
Yeah.
Which is another local music place to go to if you guys are ever in Tulsa. If those things weren't occurring, I would be right now in Kansas City.
Oh yeah. You told me there's something wrestling happening, right?
Yeah, AEW wrestling was there last night, And I would have stayed over this day, and like we would record, and then I would have drove back Friday morning.
Yeah.
But like literally Tuesday they did a charity event and
Mhm.
with a bunch of the wrestlers
Yeah.
at a basketball thing or something like that. Then Wednesday was AEW wrestling, and if I literally didn't have the week of birthdays, I would have been up there in a second.
Oh, well.
But this week, for my radio station, they actually did a Lodo show. This is the first one they've done since I've worked with them. Pandemic's been done. Now we're getting back out
Mhm.
there as much. And it was all local except for one band called the Sports Team that were from Europe. Guys, if England, if you guys don't know Sports Team, go look them up. You'll love them. Also, the two Tulsa bands that played was Some Love
Yeah, Grace Soul is great. Yeah.
and Flair, which is FLEUR. And literally go look them both up. All of them, all three of them were great bands. It was a good
North
time.
House.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It was awesome, dude. We had a good time. But on that note, let's talk movies.
Let's talk Spoonful of Sugar. Spoonful of Sugar, directed by fuck, I had that up just a second. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you forgot how to do stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
It's been a while. So
remember, if you don't use it, you lose it.
that's what I heard. It's directed by Mercedes Bryce Morgan. She directed things like Come Fuck My Robot in 2020, we call Fixation. And she directed that Marshmallow Bastille saw video for Happier. I don't know that song. Written by Leah St. Marie. This stars Morgan Saylor as the lead character. She plays she plays Millicent.
The thing that is the most unfair, I think, is just that, I mean, the lawyer that the jail provided him with hasn't even come to visit him yet.
Also, this stars Kat Foster as Rebecca.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And Mika Olivia as Jacob.
If I tell you something, you can't tell anyone, right?
This also stars Danilo Corvetti as Johnny, Keith Powell as Dr. Welsh, David Yao as unnamed, but he's in it. And why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Spoonful of Sugar?
Millicent is taking a semester off from her studies to concentrate on her thesis about children with severe allergies, which makes her the perfect person to take care of little Johnny, a sickly, mute kid who suffers from every allergy under the sun, from nickel to artificial fabric. His overbearing mother, Rebecca, is an accomplished author who's focused on her latest book release, while his dissatisfied father, Jacob, spends sweaty, shirtless days tolling around on a carpentry project in the backyard.
So that's an awful way to describe this movie.
Yeah, it really is. It like sometimes when I see these storylines, I'm just like, really? That's how you describe this movie?
Yeah, maybe we should have the show to give us a better idea. So, the better way to put it is, Millicent is a person who has. Do I want to talk about? She microdoses an LSD every single day at the hinting of her doctor.
Oh no. I mean, one second. One.
Okay.
We gotta get to the
Oh
house.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then two, we'll just put it up right away since you just talked about it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh nope, wrong movie. Oh, there we go. Nope, no, I didn't get that. I didn't put that information up. Anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah. What do you, man? What did you think of this movie?
I thought it could be better.
Oh yeah, well, I'm with you on that.
I thought it could be better. I didn't think it was bad. Like the worst thing I ever seen in the world, you know. But it was like if Lifetime created horror movies.
It's also very, very slow. I would tell you that right away. Like,
I mean, it's slow, but the thing is, it pops in weird shit here and there to like make you like really intrigued. Like there's a scene on the subway I want to point out where a guy all of a sudden turns into a demon. Not going to give the full aspect of that scene, but like,
that was cool scene.
There's, yeah, it was like, and then it just kind of gets weirder. Remember Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah, I remember Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah,
and how just the movie got weirder as it went on.
Yeah,
and it gets to the end, and you're like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, but not as good as Stanley Kubrick.
No.
You know, like, but I mean, it was the babysitter and her LSD addiction going around like a kid who has all these allergies and the things that open up throughout this whole conversation,
Yeah. Sort of things are
like
revealed
during this whole
slowly.
movie.
Yeah, you sort of, but I mean,
Yes.
right away they make it pretty obvious. Like right away, you're like, okay, I saw that. Like I knew that. You know, like about Rebecca and the dad. You know, like with this kid, you're like, this is kind of bullshit. But
Yeah.
I mean, man, like it was okay.
Oh
It was
shit! Did you just hear that?
was it thunder?
That's lightning and thunder. Yeah, but man, I
Oh,
saw the lightning like
oh, cool.
through my curtains.
Yeah, sorry.
That was really close, bro.
It's not raining
All
here.
right, I'm just gonna stay in here. Hey, if the power goes out, man, I'm just pre-warning you now, guys.
Yeah.
I'm pre-warning this everywhere, and even if we're recording, and you know, if later on, if there's a cut in it, you're gonna know why because the power went out.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
So it's got a style. It's on and it moves a little slow, but it does get creepy. There are creepy parts too, but I'm not sure I'd call this a horror film. Would you?
Suspense
Yeah,
thriller.
it's just wrong with you on that. It's psychological horror movie, psychological thriller
I
movie.
mean, it's not as good as I wanted it to be,
Yeah,
but enough points in it that made it good.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen
Like,
I've seen like characters like Millicent movies before though. Like the character herself, like sort of withdrawn and that social reminds a little bit
mhm.
of Saint Maud a little bit that way. Reminds me of May. You've seen May, I'm sure. Uh, and it's it's a it's okay. It was doing my favorite, but it was interesting at the very least to say, which was a
Yeah,
spoonful of
and to
sugar.
be, I mean, there were scenes in it between the kid and the babysitter that were really weird, and then
Hmm.
it just got to the point where it just kind of lost itself in the middle. Like
Oh yeah, it did
in the
lose
middle,
itself.
it was kind of like you're kind of like, what are you? Like what's the
This
story
would
that
have
you're
been a
telling?
better short film, I think. Like I see like a 20-minute movie in this movie that was stretched out to be what 90 minutes maybe. It would seem a little
Yeah.
long for its subject matter. I feel like I feel like this
Well,
could have
you're pretty long for your subject matter, if you
that's what
know
she
what we're
said.
talking about. Hey.
That's what she said. But no man, like it was okay, but it to me I could see this being a short film. Uh some of it was funny, and I don't know if it was meant to be. You know what I mean? Like that, like and
Not a bad one. Like, I mean, like, because looking at this, like looking at the poster,
mhm.
like you see that and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, so blood or you know, and then you got like an
Yeah.
astronaut
Yeah.
and it's and you're just
And
like,
that's
what the fuck is
honestly,
going on
it's
in this movie?
me and
And then we
Neil,
get the
we pick
answers, you're not the happiest. You're not like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Me and Neil saw that cover. And well, that looks interesting. We'll just do that movie. And that's
And
what it
at this
came
point, I
to.
kind of think we should have did the other movie.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that another time. Yeah, maybe if we get to that. But honestly, we got so much shit coming out in the next 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know if we'll
Oh
have
yeah, we're
time to
gonna
go.
get slammed.
Yeah, I
We're gonna
know.
get
We got.
slammed.
I know, dude. All the way up till the 14th, even when Renfield comes out. I mean, we got stuff we have to
Dude,
see.
so many movies coming out where it's gonna be hard to
But
figure
I'm
out
very
which
excited to see them
it
all.
is. I
Honestly,
see it already in my
yeah,
yeah. Well, you get so I don't
I do.
understand how you haven't
Slide
out
over
yet.
in there. Yeah, me too. I want to do the same. But yeah, spoonful of sugar, man. Do you want to get some quotes and we'll get to this scoring this one?
Yeah, let's get to the end of this because, dude, let's be honest, we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, we got so much to
So
talk
how long
about.
do you think this new segment is?
Yeah, oh, man. Most of the episode.
All right, spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go
Mhm.
down. Come on, sing it with me. A spoonful of
Full
sugar
of
makes the
sugar,
medicine
medicine
go
go
down. The
down.
medicine. Do
Medicine
you not know this
go.
song?
Not very well, I know it though. I mean, you're jumping up and down like you're a child. So
Well, I mean, it's from goddamn
Sound of Music,
motherfucking
right?
Mary Poppins, man.
Oh, Mary Poppins. Yeah, I got you. All right, go ahead.
All right, Spoonful of Sugar. Is she a horror? Maybe more. Family sorrow. Clementine. All right. Anyway, people aren't what they always seem. If you don't follow my explicit instructions, he could die. A larger dose would lead to probably more hallucinations. People have this lucky life and they don't even see it. You have to be on my side of this. Are you saying I don't make you happy anymore? No one belongs to anyone. You look like a meteor from space. I need to know you understand. Oh, I understand, all right. You should wait to make it up to him, not me. First, I get on my knees, and then I open my mouth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't feel like smiling either. You're different. I'm not. You're different to me. It will be all okay if you're with me on this and help keep this family together. Oh, you've been so patient with me. It's time for me to give you your reward.
Ooh.
You don't know him. You don't even like him. I want to show you how much I love you, even when you're yourself. And that's it. That's all I wrote down.
Okay. So my score in this is about 3.1, 3.2. It wasn't awful. It just I don't know. Like you said, it lost itself.
It lost itself, and then I mean, yeah, there's a twist. There's a twist in this, and when the twist happens, it kind of happened too late. Kind of like, all right, don't care. I think it happened too late, and it didn't give you enough time to digest it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like when it happens, it's like then the credits roll.
Yeah, the credits roll. The state of the credits is a cute little thing that happened as the credits roll, but and then you can leave it because I stayed because I was just there, and man, I thought it was okay, but it didn't blow my socks off, and
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I'm 3.1. I'm at 3.1.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Ooh, yeah.
I think I was giving it a 3.1 because we saw nudity and good sex scenes. But besides
we did
that,
see some good sex scenes. I forgot about that. There were some
but
titties
I
in
mean,
this.
besides
some
that,
titties in
that,
this.
that it wasn't like that added to anything. It didn't
Yeah.
really add anything.
But you do see some titties. If you guys want to see some titties, there's some titties in this.
If you want to see some titties, oh my gosh, Chris, stop being a pervert.
Like I've heard
Why are you always being a pervert,
I've had
Chris?
friends tell me they wish they said that more. So some titties in this movie.
You gotta see titties in movies.
So
And
I'm on
horror movies gotta have titties.
I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. What is the audience score for Spoonful of Sugar?
Oh. 48.
79%.
What?
I know. Now, what is the critic score for Spoonful of Sugar? There's no consensus because there's not that many reviews on it, but there is a score. So what's the score for Spoonful of Sugar?
That has to be the 48 then. Give me that.
That's 60%.
What the hell?
I'm gonna read I'll read a
Yeah,
bad
read a review on that.
Okay,
bro.
so this is one. It's an interesting, accomplished attempt at something. I just couldn't tell you what. That's one of them.
That's the best way to explain this movie.
And this is another one by that was by Dennis Harvey at 48 Hills. This one is by Brian Orndorff at Blu-ray.com. Doesn't add to much in the end, often registering as nothing more than a bit of ugliness in search of a story. And then finally, I'll give a good
Yikes.
I'll give a good review. It says this is from Casey Chong at Fiction Horizon. The otherwise familiar domestic thriller gets a sinister LSD induced horror ride. So yeah. So that was Spoonful of Sugar. You guys can watch it on Shudder if it sounds like something to be into. Me and Neil were pretty lukewarm on it, but there are obviously some people out there that really like it. We're just not one of them. We're just not those two people.
Hey, Chris.
Yes,
It's been
sir.
2 weeks, bro. You need to
Oh.
sit your ass down because guess what time it is? This is the Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. Chris has been in Europe for a week, so I got to tell him what was happening right here in the good old US of A.
The Oscars happen. I know that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get that one right out of the bin.
Okay.
Did you see who won?
Oh yeah, I was awake. No, I
right,
was
cool.
asleep. I was asleep, but it was
Best picture,
Everything Everywhere All at Once. I knew it happened too.
best directing,
The Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
best actress in a lead role,
Michelle Yeoh and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
best actor in a supporting role.
That was K Kwan Hugh. He won for
best actress in a supporting role.
Jamie Lee Curtis got an Oscar, baby.
Best costume design.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No. Black Panther won that one.
Best
Best sound was Maverick. Best original. Oh, the one I skipped over because there was the best actor in a leading role, but you know who won that one too?
Who won that one? Don't look at me like that.
Chris.
Sorry.
Yeah, Chris. I'm gonna look at you like this. It's the same guy who, if it wasn't Q-Ha, it was this guy that won every fucking award this whole season. Who could it fucking be, Chris?
Why look at me like that? Please don't look at me like that. Look away.
Who is it?
I don't know, man.
Name the top 5 movies of fucking 2022.
Okay, well, Everything All at Once is on there. Just fucking tell me because
it's Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser one, of course. It's Brendan Fraser one. Yeah. Sorry.
Son of a bitch, really. Best original score was All Quiet on the Western Front. Best adapted screenplay was Women Talking, which I don't think we even saw that.
I saw it. It was okay.
Okay. Best original screenplay was
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah.
Best animated film, animated short was The Boy, the Mole, and the Horse.
Dude,
animated film.
You guys see that? The boy, it's on the Apple Plus. The Boy, the Wolf, of the Horse. Yeah,
I watched it already.
Did you cry? I cried twice.
It was sad. I don't know if I cried, but I teared up.
I cried twice.
Best animated film.
Pinocchio.
Best original song was from RRR, which it won everything.
Dude, I don't know how to fit 3.5 hours in my life, like to watch. I know I should watch it. Everyone talks about great RRRs, but I don't know if it's a long fuck movie.
Best visual effects.
Did that go to Black Panther?
No.
What did it go to?
Avatar.
Okay, whatever. Barely moved. That's a CGI movie.
Best film editing went to
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right, that's it. I mean, I'm not going to cover the other ones, but yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. We all knew that was the way it's going to go. And then the big thing came out right here. People were really gunning for Pauly Shore to be an asshole because 2 people who acted with Pauly Shore, that Pauly Shore gave them, a little bit of a career, or at least Brendan Fraser a career. In the movie Encino Man, won Oscars. Keanu was also in Encino Man. He played a math student or something like that. But Pauly Shore was quite the opposite. He was a stand-up, really good dude.
I've been super excited for them.
His statement exactly was, I don't know if you guys saw the Academy Awards last night, but Jimmy Kimmel poked fun at me at the monologue. I loved it, but I would really loved it if that my old buddies from the back in the day, Brendan Fraser and Q, took home the Oscars. Never quit on your dreams. Bam.
I couldn't be happier for both of them, honestly. Brendan Fraser and K. Kwan. Like he leaves movies, comes back, and he wins a fucking Oscar. And I'm also really happy for Jamie Lee Curtis. I bet she got this movie thinking movie with a butt plug wouldn't get her Oscar. I think she didn't even think about it. But then I'm sure she didn't even think about getting an Oscar. She got one, so good for her.
Jamie Lee Curtis, man, did you see the speeches? Did you watch it at all?
No, I haven't had the chance to.
Oh, Jamie Lee speech. She goes, dude, this is not me. This is not me. This is for the hundreds of thousands of people that go and watch the movies that I did. This is for the family that I'm around. This Oscar's theirs. This is the people who made this movie. This Oscar's theirs. Like literally, she's like, I am just a small part in a big wheel that's turning. And I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, badass. I love her for the rest of my life. Like, I wish she was my grandma.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess
mean,
she wouldn't be my grandma. She'd be like my mom. She's my
yeah,
mom.
I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
I'm old now.
Well.
I forgot. Anyway, let's continue.
All right.
Talking about the Oscars, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are going to be putting out Bad Boys 4, if we remember talking about this. Vanessa Huggins has signed up to be a part of it, like she was. She'll be reprising her role as Kelly, the weapons expert from Ammo, for Bad Boys 4, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
We talked about the fucking thing they did. They call it Bad Boys for Life, the third one. They fucked up, and they should just call it Bad Boys 3. So this one Bad Boy for Life, you know what I mean? But whatever.
Bad Boys Beyond,
Yeah.
probably. I don't know. And here's the biggest announcement for this past week. Has every millennial fucking screaming to the top of their lung. Welcome to Good Burger. You guys want a Good Burger?
Yeah.
Good Burger 2 has been ordered by Paramount Plus.
I don't know, man. Like I guess so. I don't. Do we need another Good Burger?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I take your order? Yeah, yeah. I was prime age for that. I was prime age for all that. And
my wife loves Good Burger. Like I never watched it. I think maybe I did back in my like teens, 20s, something like that.
It's crazy.
When I was
based off of
in bands and doing a lot of drugs, and I don't remember it. And
it was a skit off a Nickelodeon show. All that Good Burger was, and then they made a movie based on that skit, like they did with Wayne's World, or the other stuff from SNL. And so now we have Good Burger. And now they're doing a Good Burger too, which is fucking crazy.
Your mom's Good Burger too.
Maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, your mom might be listening. No. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Mrs. Owens.
She didn't go by that, man. She's a different last name. But
she has a different last name.
We'll see. Yeah. And no S at the end of my name.
But anyway, here it was finally. Huh? What?
No S at the end of my last name. It's just Owen.
Yeah, Owen. I know that. I don't know why I said it like that. Why you gotta correct me all the time? Fuck you, stuffy in a dick. Anyway, Quentin Tarantino preps for his final directing movie, The Movie Critic.
But hasn't he said that every movie was his final movie since I think Inglourious Basterds?
No, he said he was going to make 12 movies and he was done.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm looking forward to the movie.
The plot details that the movie critics are being kept under wraps at this time, but THR sources have described the story as being set in the late 70s, Los Angeles, with a female lead at its center.
Cool. I'll watch it. I mean, of course, we'll watch it. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie, so yeah,
we all
easy.
All want to. We just want all you guys to know that Kill Bill Volume 3 is what we wanted. This is what we're getting. Better not fuck it up, Quentin. Anyway, the big guy himself, James Gunn, the now leader of the DCU, has made it very clear if anybody is going to write and direct the biggest superhero they have in DC, it's going to be him. So James Gunn has officially announced he is directing and writing Superman Legacy.
Shit. So it might be the best DC movie yet.
Hopefully. I mean, to be very honest, Chris, and this is my bottom line here. If you give me that slapstick shit that you did with the Guardians of the Galaxy to Superman, I will not forgive him.
Okay. You want a serious Superman movie with Superman.
Superman is a wholesome, good old boy from Kansas, bro. He believes in taking care of his fellow man. He believes in, he doesn't joke a lot. He's a very more serious guy.
Okay, but the slapstick stuff for Guardians of the Galaxy worked though because of the characters.
It worked there.
Okay.
Don't put it here. Don't put your Suicide Squad. Don't give me your Guardians of the Galaxy. I need something that's going to be like that Superman.
Okay. All right,
Because,
fair enough.
dude, he's got to make up for taking Henry from me.
Well, I mean, Henry can still come back, right?
No, Henry's not in it. Henry's
okay.
not Superman because he wants younger because they're doing this whole 10-year thing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And I've never looked at two people like Henry and Ben Affleck, two guys that played their superhero, look like their superhero. That I was like, yes, that's exact. Batman needs to look like a linebacker. Exactly. Superman needs to look like that. Yes.
Are we gonna get in a Black Adam 2 ever now?
No, that's not happening.
Okay. Good.
Zachary Snyder, though, has teased a mysterious message from Darkseid will be coming. And we don't know what it is. So we'll figure that out.
Darkseid's a DC character, right? Darkseid?
Yeah, he's the main villain. The main
So,
villain. If you were to say there's two people to go against Superman the most, it'd be Lex Luthor and it'd be Darkseid.
Okay, so maybe James Gunn's been in talks with Zack Snyder to do the Darkseid movie.
Who knows? But you know what we do know?
Mm.
We do know that the Farley brothers are going to make a Christmas-themed comedy, and they got their Santa Claus.
Who's the Santa Claus? Is it Kurt Russell?
He's the man that told us that it doesn't matter if you don't remember the song you played for the devil in the middle of the road. It's the man
Jack Black's gonna be...
You don't always have to fuck her hard. Sometimes that ain't right to do.
So you got Jack Black as Santa Claus?
Jack Black is Santa Claus. I'm down. I'm down all day for that.
I saw this video. I saw this video of Jack Black singing to a disabled kid this favorite song from School of Rock, like just recently. It was awesome. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love Jack Black. I mean, I've seen the guy perform live like 10 times.
He was great, right?
Tenacious D is awesome. Gattaca. Remember Gattaca?
A very underrated movie, dude. Gattaca's great. I love Gattaca.
Gattaca is getting a reboot in development from Homeland, the TV show Homeland creators Howard Gordon and Alex Gansa for Showtime. They're going to be doing a show based on Gattaca.
I'll watch that. As long as it's not a remake of the movie, I love the movie. So the movie to me still
if
holds
anything,
up.
it's going to be stretched out, kind of like I'd say Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
The AMC series, which if you haven't seen that, that's really good.
Okay, cool.
That's a new perspective on that character. And the first episode, I was like, oh, fuck this. This ain't like what I remember. This ain't Lestat. This ain't freaking Louis like I remember. But then like when it got into like the by the end of the first episode, I'm like, never mind. I'm sold.
Okay, good.
I'm here. Marvel is issuing subpoenas over the Quantumania leak that was released on Google and Reddit.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, there's some dialogue leaked and people are pissed about it.
A 63-page dialogue transcript was posted a month before the movie's released.
I mean,
and they're going to court over it.
Do you think that's why? And they make as much money as they wanted to make?
That's what they think. Yeah,
I'm not sure that's the case though. I didn't read it.
Gladiator 2. Let's move on. I hate the sad news. Gladiator 2, the new Joker, Barry Keoghan, is going to be taking a spot in the new Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2. But
they can't call it Gladiator 2, right? Because Gross Crow's not.
I'm sure they'll come up with the name, dude. It's what it's called right now. All right. But that's okay because this sells the movie to me. I'm now sold on it. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, ready.
Another actor has just signed on for Gladiator 2. He is one of the best actors in the history of acting. He's the one that showed you that he was King Kong of that neighborhood. That he was not just smarter than people, but
Denzel's gonna be in this?
Denzel Washington has signed on for Gladiator 2.
Fuck, I'll watch that, dude.
I'm
Watch it.
done. I'm done. Right there. You got me.
You got
put,
Ridley Scott.
I mean,
you got Barry Keoghan.
Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, and Denzel Washington. I don't care what the fuck they're in. It could be a movie about making Slurpees. I'm there, bro.
Yeah. So we got Ridley. We got Denzel. We got Barry. What else do you need? You know.
Yeah, I know. Daisy Edgar Jones has landed a main role in the new Twister movie.
Oh yeah, there's
Normal People and Where the Crawdad Sings actress Daisy Edgar Jones will lead the new chapter of the Twister series.
Is it gonna have Helen Hunt in it? And
I have no idea.
Because I know Bill Pullman's gone. I know not Bill Pullman. Bill Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman are gone now.
Your mom's
So
Bill Paxton.
Sorry, Mom. I don't know if you're listening. Sorry, Niels.
I don't know why I keep on saying your mom today. I'm sorry. I apologize to Chris's mom if she listens to this because I know she does every now and then. She's amazing that I know of. Have I met her? Did I meet her once?
I don't think you met either of my parents.
I don't think I have either.
Okay.
I think it's because you don't like me that much.
No, it's just that I don't live near them. So
you're like, I could do a podcast with you, but you're not meeting my family, bro. You know, I'm just gonna say we're all gonna, we're sad out there in the world, and the world is a better place if we all knew where the world was. In the place that we were.
I think Neil's trying to stall to find to read the next.
Yeah, because like I got like 4 more that I'm trying to go through what I got and which one I actually want to talk about. So we can cut it short. All right, cool. Here we go. Gears of War. We already knew this is coming into Netflix as a TV show. Dune screenwriter John Spatz is going to be writing it.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in, bro. There's not several people. There's only several people you could have said screenwriter. They don't even got an actor yet. You know.
You say Dune, I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And I think part 2 goes out this year, right? Then part 2 come out.
Got it. So you're gonna take because I've played all the Gears of War. I've played them all. Me and my wife co-play those. Because it's a split screen.
Yeah.
And we love them. And everybody, there's one person that wants to play the lead role, and by God, he should.
Is it? Hold on. Is it? Let me guess. Is he the best actor wrestler ever? Yeah, it's okay. So
yeah,
okay.
Batista.
He'd be great.
Batista.
He'd be perfect.
Batista even put on Twitter a picture of him in the gear. Goes, I can't make this easier for you guys. Dude, come on, let the guy do it. Dave Batista is a badass.
We talked about how he's the best actor wrestler. Like Rock is a wrestler action star. John Cena is a wrestler action star, but Batista is an actor wrestler, and he's great.
Yeah, because he takes everything to heart. He is like a very caring individual.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying The Rock isn't. I'm not saying John Cena is. I'm not saying any of them are. But Dave, like, if he sees something negative, it hurts him deeply. Like it hurts him, and that's why I will never say an unkind word about Dave Batista.
We love you, pal.
Ever.
We love you, pal. Come on the show.
One of the best biopics in the entire history of man is being made, and I can't wait for it. It's about the stories of 2 movie icons that lasted ever since the late 70s until even today. They still do stand up together. Talking about the ones that all told us that Dave's not here, man.
Cheech and Chong, right? Like they're doing
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a biopic by Hidden Pictures with Christina Marquito as the director.
I want to do a quick little story about that, about Cheech and Chong. So I used to work at a television listening company, and we had a guy named Dan Rice who did editorials, and he got Cheech and Chong to do a Dan is not here for his answering machine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There is a pipe shop that sells marijuana pipes in Westport. I can't remember the name, but when you're going towards where the riot room used to be,
Yeah.
it's like right on that weird turn, on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
weird
that's a weird turn, but in
yeah,
Westport,
that
it's
weird
fucked up.
turn in Westport,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's that last one on the corner,
Mhm.
and it has like neon signs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But inside there is an autograph bong by Tommy Chong,
Mhm.
and the autograph is on his wife's panties inside the bong. It's their number one piece. It literally is. It's literally right
Can
there
you
in
buy
Kansas
it?
City. No, I think you can, but I mean, it's like the guy's like, that's my piece, man. You know, like,
You can't smoke out of that bong. You
yeah,
can't do that now.
it's a 2000s. Todd Field says Tar will more than likely be his last film that he ever does.
Fair. Okay. Yeah, we saw Tar. It was okay.
It's really challenging making a film of any size. It's not for the faint of heart. I wish I was cut out for different stuff because I probably wouldn't make more films. It's a great deal to me to make a film. I don't know if I'll ever make another one, is what he's quoted saying.
Hey, fair. That's fair, man. If you want, it's an undertaking. It could be hard. So,
Director Cameron Crowe is plotting a major comeback with the Joni Mitchell biopic film.
fuck, I'll watch that, dude. Yeah, I'll watch that.
I mean, that's what more do you have to
Yeah.
say about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Joni Mitchell, do we have an actress? Let me look real quick. No, it doesn't say anything else. It just, gives all their, all the things he does,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
Joni Mitchell
Almost
is.
famous.
Who's
Yeah,
Joni
yeah.
Mitchell, Chris? Tell
Yeah.
everybody who
She's
Joni
a
Mitchell is.
1960s folk singer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way really quick. It's sad. We got to talk about it because the movie we're watching next week is got this actor involved. Lance Reddick
Rest in
of the
peace, dude.
John Wick films. Just passed away early this week. If you don't know, if you're watching it from on the sub, there he is. He was in John Wick. He was in the Lost, The Wire, Resident Evil, like the Nanny, New York Undercover,
If you
Great
like,
Expectations.
you'll see him and you know who he is. Like, he's in everything. He's in.
Yeah.
He's been in. I was really looking forward to seeing more Lance Reddick be more the Continental guy, but sadly, we won't see more of that after that's John Wick 4.
62.
Yeah.
He died at the age of 62. And
Mm.
man, sorry, that sucks. But here, let's go on some good news. Tom Cruise has seen the Flash movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And he thinks it's the best thing he's seen comic book movie wise in years.
So I know you're excited for it.
I mean, I'm not happy about Ezra Miller. I mean, but the thing is, it's that whole argument that Tar gave us.
Yeah.
Do you take art away from the artist?
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
then
find
we'd
out.
all hate Elvis. We'd all hate Aerosmith. We'd all hate the Sex Pistols. We'd all hate we'd all
David
hate,
Bowie, yeah. David
I mean,
Bowie,
there's
yeah.
so many people we would literally hate if we
Yeah.
looked into who they are. So whatever. You know what I'm there for. We
Yeah.
all know what I'm there for.
Yeah.
What am
Oh,
I
you
there for?
for the Flash movie?
Yeah, what am I there for?
I mean, you gotta tell me.
Dude, I'm there for Michael Keaton
Oh
as
yeah,
as Batman.
yeah. Yeah, that looks. Oh, there's some really good. The trailer, I was like, huh, I wasn't really excited until I saw the trailer. I'm like, fuck, dude, really? So,
Anne Hathaway is teaming up with David Robert Mitchell and Bad Robot on a mysterious dinosaur project. That's all we get.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch that.
It follows director David Robert Mitchell is making a dinosaur movie set in the 80s for Bad Robot and Warner Brothers with Oscar Award winner Anne Hathaway.
Someone goes. Anne Hathaway is home. Was like, what's the movie you're making? Oh, it's a dinosaur movie.
Yeah, that's all she said. Everybody, just in case you have not had enough of Avatar,
I have though.
Avatar 3 is going to have a 9-hour cut for Disney Plus.
So they should cut up like the episodes, probably. Like, I'm not gonna sit there.
Yeah,
No.
I don't. It's the way it says is as Cameron feels 6 overall films weren't enough to tell the story of Navi, he will be
Damn.
completing a 9-hour cut of the third film.
He must be just doing
He's
that
all in
constantly.
on these blue guys, dude.
Yeah,
He is
yeah,
all in on them.
yeah, James, dude.
He's like,
This is the last movie he'll ever make, probably. You know.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh, wait for him to go out, man.
all right.
Hey, do you like Dungeons and Dragons?
I can't wait for that movie to come out. I think a week from now or 2 weeks
Honor
from now.
Among Thieves, the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, has a new
Yeah.
app that lets fans create an avatar on their favorite character type. Now, I
I might
haven't
do
gone
that.
play this yet because I just saw this today and I haven't had time. But Paramount has teamed with Lightricks, the company behind Facetune and PhotoLeap, for an app which lets fans create images of themselves as their favorite D&D characters to share or post in social platforms. These Dungeons & Dragons avatars let fans join in the fun and build characters to immerse them deeper in the game. Now, where's the app? It does not say what the app's name is in this.
We'll find it.
All right, but it's Dungeons Dragons Honors Among Thieves. Literally, I think if you look it up, you'll never know. Then 2 days ago, here it is. Here's the last story. You ready for this, Chris?
Yeah, let's do this. I like to move it. So.
One of the greatest comedians of our time, meaning
Our
yours
time. Okay, yeah.
because you know our time, won the Mark Twain Humor Award and got roasted by fellow comedians. Yes, Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain prize for American humor, and he got roasted hard. While the merits of Adam's humor can be debated over if you like him or not, his friend's opportunity took a jab. Conan O'Brien, who honored Lorne Michaels and Will Ferrell, said, Have you asked yourself why so many of Adam's friends were available? It's because if Adam isn't working, they ain't working. Ben Stiller says his work feels effortless. I don't want to say lazy because that's not the right word, but I don't have a better word right now, so I'll go with that one. and 31 motion pictures with a combined Rotten Scores tomato of 59. Adam Sandler said, I think the reason bad movie reviews didn't hurt me is because so many in this room have made me feel good about what we did together. They make me feel like the critics didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
That's nice.
Yeah, way to go, Adam Sandler. I bought a lot of his albums back in the day.
The Laugh at You is a classic, dude.
Yeah, and they're all gonna laugh at you. I'm coming out the booth. Like, hey, buddy, dude, homie, buddy, dude,
bro. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, man, yeah, that weed I gave you, that's just pencil shavings in a bag.
Yeah.
Oh man, it must be this alcohol. I'm so drunk right now.
Who's the man?
Who's the man?
You're the man.
Who's the man, man? Who's the man? Yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, that's not alcoholic beer I gave you.
Yeah.
I love. Anyway, Adam Sandler deserves every aspect he gets in life. Chris, that was a long news segment because you're gone for 3.5 years. But guess what, Chris? It is now time for the last movie of the day. That was the movies that don't suck and some that do news, man. It took so long because Chris has been singing Little Boys in Europe.
Hey, now
let's get to the last movie.
Okay, so this is a Scream 6 directed by Matt Benettili Open and Howard Gillett. They directed Ready or Not. That movie was from a couple years ago. Written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Beswick.
We liked Ready or Not.
Oh, we like Ready or Not. Written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Beswick and Kevin Winsome. Kevin Winsome is like the writer of the original. He helped direct the original. And Guy Beswick will help write Ready or Not. This stars Jenna Ortega as Terry Carpenter.
Why are you three just like religious fanatics?
Also, Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter.
Look, Carla, I'm not going to get into a big fight with you. I'm not going to insult you.
Also, this also stars Hayden Panettiere as Kirby Reed,
Maybe I've gained some perspective.
and also Courtney Cox as Gail Weathers.
Look, Carla, I'm not gonna get.
Oh, sorry.
I can't just walk away. I put in 4 hours. But
This also stars Jasmine Savoy Brown as Minnie Meeks, Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks Martin. I'm not gonna tell that because it gives stuff away. No, I'm not gonna say that one because it's just away too. Man, I don't want to give away because there's some people in here that I don't want to give away yet. But yeah, Andrea Anthony is Frankie. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Scream 6?
Following the latest Ghostface killings, the 4 survivors leave Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter. In Scream 6, Melissa Sam Carpenter, Mindy Meeks Martin, and Chad Meeks Martin, and Tara Carpenter, Kirby Reed, and Gal Winters return to their roles in the franchise alongside Jack Champion. No, that's the bad storyline ever. Delete that and freaking cut that if you can. Anyway,
Okay.
say it again.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why don't you read the storyline for this one, Neil?
In the next installment, the survivors of the Ghostface killings leaves Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter in New York City. All right, I'm going to say this right off. I want to say this right off the back. I'm going to say it before we do any of this. It is not a good sign when the horror creatures have to go to New York. It's never been a good sign. Jason Takes Manhattan. Come on.
So here's the thing about people really like these new Scream films. I'm not a big fan of them. This one is a little better than the last one, which is not saying much.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I like what they did. Because if you notice, Chris, where are we sitting at right now?
Oh, we're sitting in the Scream Museum. Like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that they'd add that. But the thing is, I love that there's 6 movies, and in it they talk about the 2 movies that are based off. Like, I love that.
I did like the core 4. I did like that idea of it. I did like having I did like that more than the last one for sure. Of course, it has. If you guys like gore, there's tons of that in this one. But at the end, that walking out, I'm like, there's so many fucking potholes and shit that I was just like, come on. Like, and of course, it's a horror film.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief on stuff. I'm like, come on, dude. Like come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this, though? Are you ready for
Yeah.
this, Chris?
Mhm.
Before we go deep into it, I said a trivia question at the beginning of this podcast, and now it's that answer. There's only 2 people that have been in all 6 of the Scream movies.
Okay.
Who are those 2 people?
Is Dermot Mulroney one of them?
Who?
Dermot Mulroney, the
No.
detective. Oh, well, it's Courtney Cox is one of them.
Courtney Cox is one of them.
Who's the other one?
Chris, the other one. This is good. You're gonna kick yourself in the nuts for this one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The other one is the voice of Ghostface.
Oh, really?
Roger
Okay.
Jackson is the only other person besides Courtney but Courtney has even said that she would play in these movies for free.
Oh, yeah, I'm
she
sure they're
just
fun.
loves being in Scream movies.
Yeah. Well, she might be in the next one. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was
one. Don't give anything away because that's
Yeah.
the whole point of this movie. Is just like
Yeah.
literally. Okay. They go to New York. The thing is, the stuff they play on, like one of them, and I don't feel like this is a spoiler because it's
Okay.
literally half of the freaking trailer.
Okay.
Like, is when they're in the subway.
Yeah.
And there's like so many different people dressed up because it's Halloween and you're in a subway in New York. Get the fucking Uber, man.
Yeah.
Cab. Like literally, what thought in your head was like, man, you know where would be safe? On the subway, Halloween, freaking in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to New York only less than a handful of times. And I've never thought to myself, man, nighttime on the subway in New York seems safe. Like, I am 6'1",
Yeah.
260 pounds. I am not a small mammal at any
Yeah.
feet. And I didn't feel safe on the
Yeah.
subway
Yeah.
in New York City. So I'm just saying, come on, guys. We can do better than that. But
Yeah.
there were several points of this. I'm not gonna lie. The twist,
Mhm.
I got it wrong. I got
Yeah.
who the killers were
Mhm.
wrong. I thought it was completely someone else. And I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised too. This was more a surprise than Scream 5 for sure. Like this has more
Mhm.
surprises than that. Like you said, this is better than Scream 5. This Scream 6 is a fun movie, but again, it's not much better than Scream 5.
No. And also continue with them. Cool, man. To be
Yeah.
honest, Jenna Ortega
Hey
held
man.
her own in this
Yeah.
movie. She took control of it. So did her
Melissa
sister. What was her
Barrera.
sister?
Melissa
Yeah,
Barrera.
Melissa and Jenna, like literally, they're acting together. Give me a TV series with them getting followed by Ghostface every week. I'll
Yeah.
watch it. You know,
Mhm.
and as long as they're making these movies, cool. I get it, man. You're going from the original. I mean, I know Nev Campbell jumped out of this one,
Yeah.
and to be
Whatever.
honest, I didn't miss her.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't miss her either. It's like her not being in it made it just fine. You know, you
Yeah.
didn't need her.
Sorry, Nev Campbell, if you
Mm.
ever listen to this or friends listen to this or anything like that in our entire lives. But literally, um, I
We,
l- I did not miss her. I did not even at one point go, "Oh, Nev Campbell's not a,"
I
like,
mean, we can't really feel like she's definitely heard this by now, right? The movie didn't need her, but that's
right.
okay. Like we get a new core four now. We don't need Ned Campbell and like Matthew Lord over here, or the core four were in the
I
last
mean, they
ones.
killed off Dewey in the last one,
I know, right?
in and he was my
Oh,
favorite guy.
I'm sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. Dude died in Scream 5.
Is that a spoiler alert?
It's been out.
How
What?
how how long is it till a spoiler? I mean, this is the next movie,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, you can talk about it. I think.
I mean, if we're talking about, Endgame, it's okay if we talk about what happened at the end of Infinity War because that was like 2
Yeah,
years in between,
yeah,
just like this. But man, I liked it. They made it fresh. I think a little
mhm.
bit like, unlike how I said at the beginning of this, I said that the death nail was that they're New York. I think the New York setting actually played really well for the Ghostface killer because there's a scene in the alley that
Yeah, that's
happens
good. That was a good scene. Really good scene.
that was really good. I know Flash from Spider-Man was in it,
Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah,
and that was
yeah.
cool. And I thought he was gonna be like Ghostface killer's my best friend.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
um, I don't know, man. I was actually okay with this. I had a good time.
yeah.
There is a post-credit scene.
Yeah, stay for the very one. It's a pretty funny one. I laughed a little bit.
It's my comparison of the post-credit scene in this movie is my comparison to the I can't remember what Marvel movie it was now.
Avengers, maybe just the original Avengers.
No, I don't think it wasn't original Avengers. I can't remember which one it was, but it was Captain America where he's like, patience. Sometimes it counts, but sometimes it does. Oh, sometimes no patience. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. And then that's
Yeah.
it. That's the whole cutscene. I think it was the end of No Way Home. I
Okay.
remember. Yeah. No, not No Way Home. Homecoming. Spider-Man's
Okay.
Homecoming.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's where that came from. But anyway, moving on to this movie. The kill scenes were great. They had great horror. They did a twist that I didn't see coming.
Yeah. And you're gonna be screaming.
And you know what else they had?
What's that? Titties? They didn't have titties in this movie.
They didn't have titties. Chris, stop being a horn dog all the time. Jerk off more often. This is what they had.
Okay, they
They
had
had
Ghostface in there,
Ghostface.
and
I
yeah,
mean, Chris,
Ghostface.
like, let's talk about this for half a second before we end this movie. All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to post up a picture. Who do you think is the most legendary horror slasher thriller killer of all time? Like,
Okay.
if you were to look at this and go, that's the guy. That's the guy I think slasher movies should be based off, or the guy that represents slasher movies the most.
I
Which
would think
one do
Mike
you think?
Myers. I'm thinking Mike Myers.
You think Mike? You know what?
Yeah. What?
I agree with you
Yeah. He's sort of like
because Mike Myers is the one that started it, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then like then you can always say Freddy and Jason, but
I'm right.
yeah,
Well, I
but
mean, I think Freddy was a different kind of
yeah, he was.
slasher
He was. He
because
was
he had the attitude. He had the he talked.
Yeah, when it comes to Jason and Michael, they're kind of the sort of same thing, like big hulking, just killing
Mhm.
machines, And Freddy was kind of like, I mean, he was a creep, but look at Tron time, bitch. You know what I mean? Like he was there. So I'm gonna go with Mike Myers being the quintessential uh baddie, quintessential monster.
And this is my favorite fact that I found out about this entire movie.
Somebody dressed as Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls seen in the subway. Roger Jackson, the voice of Mojo Jojo. It's also the voice of Ghostface. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Do you remember Mojo Jojo?
Yeah, I do. He's a monkey.
Oh my god. My name is Mojo Jojo. If you do not know my name is Mojo Jojo, then I will tell you my name is Mojo Jojo. Then you will learn that my name is Mojo Jojo. Like, oh my god, I love that character. My favorite character, the Powerpuff Girls. I just get
So
so
should
stoned
we
and watch that.
should we see some clips on this one or some quotes on this one? Then we'll talk about our score.
Yeah, well, I guess only because you're being weird.
Well, no, because you want to
That's
get out here
me.
at 8 o'clock. I
I
know
know.
that.
Yeah, don't talk about my personal life.
Okay.
That's why I text things to you, sir, and not
I
say
know.
them on camera or recordings, sir.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, what's your favorite scary movie? He's got a knife. You do a class on slashers and you still walk down a dark alley alone? Oh, here, let me do it different. You do a class on slashers and you still walk down a dark alley alone? Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
When the knife went in her, she wasn't even human anymore. You're getting warmer. You're on fire. Who gives a fuck about movies? We do, because we have a movie podcast.
Yeah, we like movies.
Man, just trying to look out for you. You can't do it for the rest of your life. Oh, Chris, you always say the most romantic things. Do you have anyone that still wants to target you? Well, not alive. Or maybe without Ghostface, your life might just fade away. Oh.
Sorry, pal.
Sorry about that. My throat just got. Yeah, it happens.
Sorry.
Slumber Party with the Core 4. Sorry, I pinched you. No, you're not. Oh, sorry, I punched you. No, you're not. You're not sorry at all. If this was a normal movie, this would be their lair, which means this is not a normal stab movie. No press. Last time I saw you was in a Glee Cub. Don't you understand? The legacy characters in free range now. No one cares about the last generation. God damn, I got it wrong again. Fuck this franchise. Who do you think started the rumors in the first place? Chris, you need to shut your horror mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that in a scary movie once. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right, what's your
That's
score
all I
on
got.
this, man?
I mean, man, it didn't change the world, so I'll give 3.8. I mean, it was good. It was better than the last one. I had fun. Ghostface popped up, made me happy in the genitals. But you know it. And to be very honest, I'm very happy to see Hayden Panettiere return, and so I mean, I felt good with this group. I was good. I was happy. I liked where it went with it, and I liked the twist at the end. It was like, you know, what Scream movie where it was like Aunt Jackie was a part of it?
Man, I don't remember.
Like 2 or
Yeah,
3 or something like that.
Yeah.
3 or 4 maybe.
I'm with you on the score about but a little bit lower, 3.7. But it was fine. It was better than the last one. I didn't hate it. I enjoyed my time watching it. And I watched the next one. You know, this will brought me back
I'll
a
watch
little
your
bit.
face. That's what I'll do.
All right, man. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Scream 6?
The audience score is going to be 73.
92%.
92?
Yeah. They have audience says on this one too.
Oh, cool. Give it to me. I want to
Yeah.
hear it. I think it's
Building
just
upon the-
everybody's in love with freaking Jenna Ortega.
Jenna
Right now. I
Ortega.
really
I'm
think
a-
I
I'm
love
a-
her to death. Like I could not get enough of her.
Audience says building upon the requel and even improving on it with the lovable core 4 and some gnarly kills. This sequel is a total scream. All right, man.
It's a total scream.
So, what's the critic score for Scream 6?
76.
Certified Fresh is 77%. You're really close.
I was off by 1.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Critics'
Oh
consensus,
man.
critics' consensus is certain aspects of the horror's most murderously meta franchise may be going stale, but a change of setting and some inventive set pieces help keep Scream 6 reasonably sharp. So, but yeah, we're that's Scream 6 came out. I'm sure Scream 7 will be out next year. So
That's
it was
amazing.
it's number one movie at the box office the last 2 weeks. So people want to see it, and we did. Yeah.
Did you see it? Were
I
you
saw
naked?
it. I was not.
Did you get naked a lot?
No. In fact, I kept my clothes on all the time in the theater because, that's how I roll. But yeah, that's Scream 6. What are we watching next week, pal?
Next week we're gonna do 2 theater movies. We haven't done that in a while, but I mean, I'm gonna fit it in. I want to because I want to see Shazam. There's no way I'm passing up Shazam.
Shazam 2,
and that's the one that go to the burner if we're gonna throw one away.
Yeah.
And so Shazam, and then we're gonna see, of course, the man himself, the dude that knows how to get some gnarly ways, the man who told Bill this is not an excellent adventure, the man who said, I will not be just the one, the guy who ate the red pill, the man, the legend. They will write books about this man until the day he dies. Mr. Keanu Reeves. We are going to be seeing John Wick 4.
And I've heard great things about it. Like with that.
I don't even know how to go with this one.
Okay, all right. All right. So we'll see you guys can find us online. Net. We're on w2mnet.com. Go W2 number 2 net.com. Just see where we're a part of. We are podcasting there while tons of others. And Mark Radowich has done Radowich Broadcasting, and they got articles on movies, games, music, and wrestling. You guys can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Who's Podcast. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram, MTS Podcast. We are Bonfire. We have Bonfire Comments, Who's Don't Suck, and something to do. You'll find shirts with our name on and stuff some Neil's made. Go to Patreon.com/Who's Don't Suck. If you guys want to send us an email, info@who'sdon'tsuck.net, who'sdon'tsuck@gmail.com, and where you find podcasts, you find Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. Watch it on Facebook on that page, watch it on YouTube, subscribe, and watch it on Twitch and try that too. What do you do for small businesses?
We hug them and love them and
We
make
do.
them feel great and appreciated
Mhm.
by giving them free advertisement right here on this podcast. We'll give you out to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers. We'll be more than happy to advertise your business. Email us, message us. We'll be more than happy to put you out there so we can just get somebody out there for you and you alone, because we support local. You support local. Remember, corporations take away from you. Local gives food to some family. Everybody, let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, every time a woman feeds you a spoonful of sugar, remember, make sure it's not a roofie in your drink and you don't have to scream later. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. Appreciate everybody that's been watching us on and off. Remember, next time, guys, the chat is available. Jump in. We want you to be a part of the show. We want to have conversations with you. We want to talk with you. So please jump in the chat next time. We'd be more happy to see you guys then. Thank you guys for coming. You have